In the event, I would like to invite our principal, Dr. Munira Momin, to enlighten us with a few words. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anushka. Thank you, Sandeep sir, and the IIC student as well as faculty committee. I see a lot of good activities IIC is doing, and thanks to students for supporting and sharing all ideas with the IIC faculty team. As you are aware that at BNCP we strongly believe that the initiation should come from students because that enhances that thought process and it makes them good leader when that thought process is been harnessed. And then we are always there, the teacher group, to support students. So thank you all students, the committee member for organizing this event, and not only this, all this event till now, whatever you have organized as well as the future planning which you have done. Sincere thanks to your group, and I wish you a lot of best luck for doing such innovative series, webinars, as well as workshops which you have been doing. Talking about today's session regarding energy conservation, I think that's what is the need of today's world situation. If you see globally, energy crises are at the peak. And who would be the best to be sensitized other than our youth, those who are the future of tomorrow? So I'm sure today's talk would definitely sensitize students, and that's certainly an innovative ideas. They can come up in even they can think of innovative ideas and inculcate the thought and the concept of energy conservation and its implication on future. So with these few words, thank you once again, the student group of IIC, student council also, as well as the teacher who are supporting the IIC teachers, Sandeep sir, Aarti madam, Minal madam, Pramod sir, all those who are as a part of the IIC and conducting various activities, various type of activities under the IIC BNCP. I would like to see that as a result of this IIC, where Anushka rightly said the objective of IIC at BNCP is to sensitize students towards innovation and entrepreneurship. And I'm sure this slow but steady training would definitely make students think towards innovation and entrepreneurship. And we see that after a couple of years, we will have more entrepreneurs from BNCP. So with these words and good wishes, over to you, Anushka.
Thank you, ma'am, for your precious words of wisdom. Let us now begin with the skit. Basic screenplay. Teacher is delivering a lecture in a classroom. This conversation is between a teacher and the students. The teacher will log into the online meeting. Simultaneously, students will join the lecture.
Good evening, students. Has everyone joined the lecture?
Good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everyone's here.
Okay, great. Saurabh, why are you sitting so far away from the camera?
Ma'am, because I'm a backbencher, that's why I'm sitting so back.
This Saurabh is becoming mischievous day by day.
Ma'am, what are we going to study exactly?
Okay, so coming to that point, I have made a quiz for you all. So let us start with it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so guys, my first question is, which of the following are non-renewable source of energy? Yes, Saurabh, please go ahead.
Ma'am, answer for this is all of the above.
Yes, rightly said. Okay, moving towards our next question. Which of the following environmental problems are related to the combustion of fossil fuels? Yes, Manasvi.
Ma'am, the answer is smog, acid rain, and I think the greenhouse effect.
Yes, very good. Okay, so my next question is uh, the nodal energy of coordinating the energy conservation activities under EC Act India is. Yes, Yasin.
Ma'am, I think it's a Bureau of Energy Efficiency.
Yes, correctly said. Okay, so my next question is which of the following is correct about conserving the energy? Yes, Manasvi.
Ma'am, I think it's all of the above because lithium-ion batteries are more efficient than normal mobile batteries. Along with that, LED light can also be used to save energy, and by using solar cells, we can conserve energy.
Yes, very good. Okay, so my next question is how much heating and cooling energy can be strategically planted trees save? Yes, Saurabh.
Ma'am, I think it is up to 25%.
Yes, very good. Okay, moving towards our last question. Use of inorganic fertilizers which contains phosphorus are often the catalyst for harmful algae. Is it true or false? Yes, Yasin.
Ma'am, it's true.
Yes, very good. Okay, so you guys answered it very correctly. So I wanted to ask you all, what was the basic concept or purpose behind this quiz? Can any one of you all tell me?
Ma'am, I think I do know why you presented this quiz to us today.
Oh, that's great. Please share it with your other classmates.
Today is Energy Conservation Day.
Yes, rightly said. And does anyone know why this day is celebrated?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let me tell you. This day focuses on making people aware of climate change and global warming by promoting efforts towards saving energy resources.
Ma'am, can you explain the significance of it?
Okay, coming to the significance, this day is observed every year on 14th of December to raise awareness about the importance of energy and the need of conserving energy by utilizing it in less amount.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Ma'am, I have also read about the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The Ministry of Power is celebrating Energy Conservation Week from the 18th to the 14th of December. Various activities have been undertaken by the Power CPSUs as a part of the celebration.
Ma'am, I've even heard about the state level painting competition which was organized from 1st to 10 December in all 36 states and union territories of the country.
That's great. I'm happy to see that you guys are very updated with the recent events.
Ma'am, I read that India is the only G20 country which is on track to meet its 2C global warming target.
Yes, and India is also traversing its energy transition journey. Its success stories would be written in the annals of history and would serve as a source of inspiration for clean energy transition all over the world.
Yes, it's very true. India is developing now. Can anyone tell me about the innovative steps taken by India in energy conservation? Yes, Yasin, please go ahead.
Ma'am, Indian entrepreneurs are also taking some steps in energy conservation projects.
Exactly. Yesterday, I read the news that Adani Solar has partnered with Kolkata-based solar PV firm, and Adani reached over 1,000 towns for the distribution of solar panel India.
And not only this, Indian Railways will be inviting tenders for about 40 GW of renewable energy in the next 2 to 3 years, with a goal of transforming Indian Railways into green railways by 2030.
Along with that, the national transporter has taken a number of steps, including increased electrification of routes, improving the energy efficiency of locomotives, and the trains are also switching to renewable sources of energy.
as well as Indian Railway has completed electrification of more than 40,000 route kilometers, so there will be less use of diesel and petrol to run engine.
Great. It means you all very well know how India is taking steps toward the transformation. But can anyone tell me how these steps are connected to greenhouse effects or global warming? Yes, Saurabh.
Fossil fuel burning such as coal, oil, and natural gases are used as a means of energy, which release a huge amount of harmful gases into the environment. And these things are leading to global warming.
Very well said. And conservation of energy, like switching to renewable source of energy such as solar energy, wind energy, etc., will reduce the use of fossil fuels, which will eventually reduce the use of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Yes, ma'am, and some experts says that this global warming and greenhouse effect had a very bad effect on climate change.
But ma'am, how is this affecting the climate change?
See, basically, climate change is a long-term shift in weather conditions identified by change in temperature, precipitation, winds, and other indicators.
Ma'am, can you explain it in more detail?
Yeah, sure. Look, carbon dioxide and other substances are referred as a climate forcer because they force or push the climate towards warmer or cooler state. They do this by affecting the flow of energy coming into and leaving Earth's climate system.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
So can anyone tell me what are the basic steps we can take to prevent global warming and climate change?
Yes, ma'am. We could power our homes with renewable energy, invest in energy efficient appliances, and also reduce water waste. These are just some of the measures that we can take as individuals.
Ma'am, instead of ordering a private ride, opting for a ride share or carpooling and lowering one's light bill are also some preventive measures.
Very good, guys.
Ma'am, can we run a campaign on energy conservation as well?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So discuss it among you all and decide about it and let me know.
Saurabh, it's really cool idea and exciting too.
Okay, now it's time for your next lecture. So join it. Till that time, stay safe and conserve energy for our better future. Over to you, sir.
Yes, great. This day, whatever the day we have celebrated, to raise the awareness regarding the conservation of energy, and it is the best way to have a greener and brighter future. Energy conservation is a big necessity that is required of our future well-being, and it is a practice that everyone should indulge in to make the future of our Earth, of the planet, even more better. So I really appreciate efforts of team IIC BNCP to pick up this theme and raised awareness regarding the importance of energy and resources conservation here on this MS Team platform today. So thank you guys. Over to you, Anushka.
Thank you,